Hello everybody, this is Sonia. I'm in Australia and you know what, it's getting hot again. I don't know if we're going to ever get any winter. Oh dear, it's it is really not good. Anyway, so I'm back on here now. I've been away for a little while, just not a lot long, but I'll just have a mouthful of water as per usual, because I've been looking about to see what I could find to do this with. Now I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make a mini book, miniature, maybe miniature. It just, see, you've got to be careful, because sometimes you start out, you think you got miniature and then it grows, but they're going to actually be made with a stamp front on it. Okay, now I've got a piece of paper here that I'm going to use because and I got the stripy blue because I like that. It doesn't matter what you put in the inside, does it? Because you're not going to really be using it. It's going to be something that you can put in your dollhouse or whatever. So I don't know if I'm in the shot here. I'm going to have to cut this. That's what I should do. First off, cut it. And you know what? That won't do it. Well, I need a bigger one of those. Where's the other size ones? Come on, one usually sits in there. Right, let's go with the scissors for a second. Won't matter. I'll make sure I just cut it straight. Just go along the line. That'll do me, won't it? I've got two other large, full-size cutters that will cut the 12-inch pages of paper, but you know, I've got to use up my paper, so I might as well do it with this instead of just doing the plain colours. Now, I want this stamp to go on to the front of the book, okay? So I'm going to need to put it, let me say, on the front cover. So I need the front cover there, and I'll need a spine, and I'll need a back part, okay? That'll be the back cover there, righto? So I need to make this the cover by doing this, okay? Now after I do this one, I'm going to show you how to do a leather one, and I'm going to show you how to do a fabric one. Actually, I did a very small lace one. You can get carried away though when you're doing a lace book, don't you? They turn out to be not too small after a while. Now you need to place that so that your book is going to be, that's going to be the front of it, right? Now you need to make sure that it's stuck down really well, and the reason we do this is because we're going to use, I should have told you what you'd need. You can use anything you like, right? I went and I printed off some, now what have I done with them? I printed off some covers, right? But these were little book covers. They're very, 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 very small. If I want to go and try and make one of them later, I might. I think I need to do a little bit bigger thing so you can see what I'm doing. They're very tiny, and it doesn't sort of show, the pictures don't show up that good. You can print these off on Pinterest, and they're miniature printers, like for your books or whatever, but I can't see the picture on the front very good. It just how it printed off, so I guess that's what you get if it's free sometimes. But I like the pictures of the birds and the butterflies, so I thought, well, I'm going to do this, and then I'll get on with the stamps, and I'll get myself a small picture, but you know, a good so you can see it. It's obviously so you can see it's what I needed. So I'm going to put this one here on the back, okay? Now I'm hoping this is not going to go for too long, this video, but anyway, so that's what I need to do to get that started. So we've got to always get sticky and mess all over everything, don't I? Now I've got a piece of card here. I've got some cardboard off packaging, you know. I just wanted to do that. I cut up the tissue box covers, right? Just save the tissue box covers, and that will be my piece of this. And this is going to be for the inside, so get that straight. Now I need two, and they need to be, so pick out your picture first, and that way you're going to be able to work out what you want to use for this over here. Now, you work out then your size for everything else, alright? I'm going to picture first. So this is going to be in behind the picture when I do it. And I've got messy glue all over that, so I'm going to just put a line here because I'm going to cut that there, and then I'm going to cut this the same, so I'm just going to do that. I wonder if this will cut it. I bought this the other day for next, I don't know, it didn't cost me anything. I think it was $1. I think this cost me $1, this viscous thing. It had two, what's names with it? 2 cutters. Perfectly fine, both of them. All good. You never know what you might get if you go looking for bargains. That's what I do if you go looking for bargains. So I'm going to cut this upside down, around the wrong way, Sonya, just the way. Okay, so we need to line this up here, of course. You can cut it out however you want to. I don't know if this is going to cut through this, or it did. That nice. Look at that. Very, very, very good. Didn't cut the thicker part, but you know, that's okay. That's understandable. And we need it to be behind the stamp. It's not going to really be behind the stamp. I might have to take it down a tiny bit more. Here's my pencil. Yeah, I might have to trim a tiny bit more off it. I'll do that before I cut it in half at the back and the front. Right, come on. Love making miniature things. Been my thing for. This is round the wrong way again. It's been my thing for a very long time. No, it wasn't round the wrong way. Oh dearie me. I mean, I don't want to take. You know why it's not working for me? Because I'm not doing the right thing, and they reckon if things are not working, you should just leave it alone. So now I'm going to put it down here, and I'm going to trim off a little tiny bit more because it wasn't quite going to fit behind the stamp. Can I make this look any harder? I don't know. Here we go. Right, now that's going to be cut across here, straight. You can eyeball this too, or you can do it with the cutting thing. But I only had the cutting thing there to do for me to work on the paper, because I've got to cut the paper out now. So that's going to go behind that piece nicely, and that's going to go behind that piece, and we hope it's going to be nicely. I'm even thinking about taking a little bit more off it. I just want to make sure that it's not going to come unstuck, and I don't like to make this sound too hard. It is not hard, it is just something that I just did using my brain. Trial and error is all you need. Now that's not long enough that way, so I need another piece of this, because we're going to have a little tiny spine on it as well. Okay, it just makes it sit better, it makes the book look nicer. So you need a piece that'll go up the centre of there, and you don't want it too wide. Got to be able to bend your page over, so you want it like that. There we go, and just cut it off. Make sure I get that right there. Okay, right, that's done. There you go. So now you've got your pieces for your cover. You want to cut this out. So we've got now, if you want to make your colour just all one thing, like all blue or anything, you know, you just don't worry about putting the stamps on. Whatever, if you've got an image that is the right size and that's what you want to use, well, you know, that's what you put in there. But if you want to just use the paper, you can do that. You don't have to do what I'm doing. It's just what I visioned that I would like to do. So we're going to cut this off the corner here like that. We're going to take this corner here like this. We're going to take this corner here, and we're going to take this corner here. And then I'm going to cut up there and there, and this part here and this part here. Right, now I'm going to need to have 2 pieces of paper the same size as this as well. So I want to I need to cut that out, so I'll cut that out of my stripy bit. I want the striping on the inside as well. You can put another stamp on that. You can put whatever you want on there, unless you want to really be looking at the little book a bit. You know, please yourself whether you want to put anything in there or not. Okay, now we've got those bits. These are for the inside of the covers. They're for the cover, and this is the centerpiece, right? So we've got this cut out. So on the back of this, I'm going to put the glue. Now I was using Mod Podge yesterday, and it was going too fast for me. I could not move anything. It just dried it too quick. I'll show you in a minute what I did yesterday. It wasn't exactly one of the best miniature bits I've ever made, but it was okay, I suppose. Don't think I should be complaining about it. I'll show you in a minute. So that's where you want that to be. You just work that round there so you can see where you're up to. See where the stamp has got the raggedy edge. That doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, it's a stamp book, alright? So I'm going to put this piece now on the other side. Another side of it, like that. And you line it up, but you need glue that you can move. You know, like you need to be able to move your glue, because if you've got something that's drying too fast and you can't see what you're doing, you're not going to be very happy. Well, I wouldn't be anyway. And then I'll put a bit on this. Don't put it on your piece of paper because it might go too far over the edges and things. It just depends how you work. It's up to you anyway. Everybody's different how they want to put things. Now this here piece, the spine, only wants to go into the center. Okay, you don't want to be putting it right to the ends. It's got to have it. You've got to have this part here, and that's so that your page will shut over. See, close like that. All right, now we put glue around the edge part of this. I seem to do a tutorial when the what's the name glues up to the puffin stage where it's not come down to be used, isn't it? And it doesn't go all the way around there. Now, I wouldn't use my glue gun because you know me, I'm not really glue gun savvy. I'm going to put that up there, Sonya. Okay, alright. Nobody panic, you know, because it's going to work. I hope it's going to work. Now I slit those there because that's going to bend, right? That's going to bend when you close the book. Now this has taken a little while to stick down, you know, so you want to, there you go, look at that, ants pants. Isn't that cool? Now you want to put the inside covers in. You can use whatever you want for the inside covers, and I'm putting the glue on here, but I suppose I need to do that because I just got carried away, didn't I? Inside cover is a bit too big, so I'm going to just trim that back. I don't know how I can do it. Oh, I know how I did it, because I drew it. I actually made it the size of the book inside, which I didn't need to do, so we just trim that back a tiny bit so it just covers it in the inside and it doesn't come over the top edge. Okay, now I hope everybody can see what I'm making here. I flit around from one thing to another, as you all know, because I think, oh well, I've done that, now I'll do something else. But some things I can get to and I will keep working on for so long. And you will see me get things done. Oh, that wasn't a very good idea. Just lucky I've got stripey and it doesn't look too skew-if. Okay, now your corners, you know, you can distress all this. You don't have to have it, you know, nice and well tidy. It can be distressed. It doesn't have to be exactly. Now, perspiring here because it's hot. Like I said, I've got the fan on me, but oh dear. Anyway, let's have a look at how far we've gone with our time here. We've only done 14 minutes, so I've got enough time to make the pages now. So this is, and then you can write, print off on your whatever, and write birds or butterflies on the back. Okay, so then you'll need a piece of paper like so, and you'll need a scoreboard. If you don't have a scoreboard, it does not matter. You can do this any way you like. I'm getting out the things I only use because they just sit there. Okay, so now I'm going to score this probably at, I need the pages to fit inside my little book, and that will be, it's 1 inch, right? But I'm going to just go under, and that's going to confuse me something frightful. I might just do the inch, eh? Let's just score this, and I've cut it down too far because that thing is, I know I don't like using that. I just can't help myself. This works better. This here actually, these actually cut if you're not careful, don't they? I'd rather sit that this one too. But this thing here that I've got that you do balling flowers or whatever with, it works really well, you know. And I don't want it cut, not yet at any rate. All the inch, we'll score at all inches, and that one's 12 inches. Of course, that's why we stopped there. And we'll come around here and I'll score this, because then I can cut it with my scissors, because I don't want to, I only want to make one lot pages, one lot of pages. Now see, that one there just went straight through that. That's just not good, is it? So I didn't want that to happen. I'll just cut this along here, because my cutting thing is sitting up there in front of my eyes, but it's got umpteen dozen things on top of it, so I've got ideas going through my head of how I'm going to fix my room, because I've got my table here, I can't reach stuff on it, so I'm going to fix that. I've been watching some videos and I'm going to sort it out. Now we're going to make I'm going to have to cut the first one off there. We're going to have to make like a concertina thing, but I want it to go this way, because I want to actually see what I could have done was stick that into the front page, and I'm going to do that anyhow. It'll be, make it more, there'll be more paper, it'll be more secure. So you go that way and that way, just press it down nice and cozy, because there's no sewing in this, there's no, because we're not going to sew signatures, we can't do that, we just don't want to do that today. We're not in this one anyway, because there probably will be in the others, but not in this one. Okay, so now you've got your pages, right? There they are. And you will get some glue. I'm trying to line it up and make it nice and straight as much as we can here. So we need to put glue on the back of all these. That one there, is that split? Oh no, that's just the end bit. Righto. So you can make this as size you want to. There's no rules. All good, no rules. Now you just push that onto the back there like so. Right, now you can make these as big or as small as you want to. If you were going to be using this on a regular basis to read it or whatever, you wouldn't just glue it in like I just did. Okay, you would not do that, because it probably will, after a long time, after wear and tear, it might come undone. Okay, this is too much wear and tear and it could come undone. So this one we can just leave loose. I mustn't have folded that very nicely. Anyway, now we're going to cut up here in between these two pages. We're going to cut this. Now you can distress them if you want to. It's up to you what sort of style you're looking for. This is a bird and butterfly book. Whoops, coming unstuck already, but that's okay, because we haven't even given it time to dry, have we? Now when I do give it time to dry, I'll come back and I will actually trim them pages off, because they are a wee bit too long. Okay, but I'll wait till it dries first. I should have done that too, but I just wanted to show you that you just cut that apart, and then you've got your pages like so, and I'm just going to come along here and I'm going to cut that off. That one I didn't cut very nicely, did I? Look at that. Well, I'm good at making one that's distressed and badly done, aren't I? If we need such a thing. Do an old one now with a bit of leather on it. Okay? Or I'll just show you what I did yesterday. I'll come back and I'll show you how to make well, everybody knows how to make a small lace book, but putting it together is probably So making this a bit bigger give me the room to move, to cut that off, you know, because that's the idea. We need to have room to move when we're doing something. So there is my little book. I made these ones yesterday. One is not really complete. This one here I did, and I got the picture of a catalogue, and I just put the other side is off another piece of the catalogue. That is made exactly the same. I used an envelope for the paper because I wanted something that was, you know, that colour, I guess, and I just made that one. I made this one here by printing off the book thing, right? This is a Marie Antoinette pictures, photos, and book that you actually can print this off, but to my way of thinking you can't see much, so I just put these in here. I back them to make the pages thicker, and made this, and of course it's going to stick because it's Mod Podge, and it's going to tear, and oh dear, my book's going to be old now and tatty looking. Okay, so that's what that one turned out like, and I've only just glued those pages in there, the signature things in today. But you know what, once you get them all together and put them in a shelf, not birds on there, whatever, they'll look really cool, won't they? What do you reckon? I hope you enjoy that, and I'll come back and I'll show you now how to make one. I've got this. This is the one I'm working on. That's fabric. It's going to be a miniature lace book. I want to show you how to put it together, not necessarily how to put what you put in there, that's up to you, but how to put it together is a little bit like this one. You just because you're sewing, you got to do these pages, and they're all sewn separate, and I can do that tutorial a bit later anyway. So thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll get back shortly because I wanted to see if I can do an old one now, made it with the leather outside. Okay, talk to you later.